today we are in Zagreb, which is the capital of Croatia. It has about 800,000 people and was and started back in the Roman times. Now I'm not going to go down to the history of Zagreb because all the people watching me sometimes always write below more and more details, but it's a very quick visit today. It's like half a day, and I've been walking around Zagreb. I've got a nice cold beer. The sky is blue. Again, I've got my camera and my bum bag, and I'm being a tourist just for half a day. So what's my initial observations of Zagreb? Well, as I said, it's the capital of Croatia, and it still has a lot of the old big blocks of flats from the past. What I'm surprised at is that it doesn't have any cycling here. I'm very surprised. I thought there'd be bicycles like you have in Krakow and other cities. I thought people would be able to hire bikes. There's no feeling of cycling around. You have the nice back streets up and down, which have the bars and the restaurants. And I guess generally the world is getting smaller, because when you go somewhere now, everything is pretty much the same. You can find burgers, you can find fries, you can find pizza. And if you want to find local food, it seems to be becoming more and more difficult. And I think this is just the people's tastes are changing. You go to the supermarket, you find Heinz ketchup, you find the same kind of stuff. So I travel around just to try and find those little differences from one capital to another. Now, Zagreb has obviously the tram system. It has a very big square, which I've been exploring around. Obviously there are churches, and it has the weather, of course. But as for much more, I've been up and down the back streets, and it's interesting, it's very nice. It's not too many people here, not too many tourists. The parking was easy, getting here was easy from Slovenia, but one big difference is the price. I now understand why Poles go to Croatia. Compared to Slovenia, it's cheaper. The beer, local Zagreb beer, Croatia beer, is about 9 zloty, which is not bad for a capital. In Slovenia, I was paying roughly 12, 13 or 14 zlotys. So I now get it, I now understand, which is the beauty of traveling. The beauty of to understand why do people do different things. So this is a short video from Zagreb. The streets behind me are full of bars and restaurants. There are even Indian restaurants. There are pizza places, burger bars, etc. Now today, I want to, have you been to Zagreb? Is there something that I missed? Is there something you want to say? If you know the history of it, please write it below. I was reading all the comments last night, and I thank you very much for all the wonderful, wonderful comments on information that we can learn from. I love it. Please keep that going. Please keep the respect going that you're doing. The language now is much better, and I noticed some of you are now talking to each other. That's fantastic. Please keep those comments going. Please teach us something new, and please keep the language polite and respectable as you're doing. I really appreciate it. So this is pitted out in Zagreb with a cold beer, my faithful Leica camera, my bum bag, my braces, and my vest. Enjoying being a tourist in Zagreb just for the afternoon. I'm an Englishman in Croatia today. Have a nice day. We can see you in the next video. Bye bye.